Welcome back. So now when you understand the doubly linked list, we have a structure, which is a fabulous structure. We call it circular linked list. And this circular linked list actually is a modified version of the doubly linked list. If you remember, doubly linked list's head cannot point to the previous one, and its tail could not point to the next one. But in this case, the circular linked list, actually the tail is going to point back to the head as a next node of the last node, which is tail. We call it tail. Tail is going to point out to the head, kind of Ouroboros you might have seen in the pictures, a snake biting its own tail. So this is exactly the same mechanism. So the tail is pointing back to the head. Here, this tail is pointing back to the head. And head is actually pointing back to the tail. From here to here. So this head's previous is pointing back to the tail. So it becomes a circular linked list, but you have to keep track of at least one node, which is head, so that you can your program does not get lost within a list, which is a circular linked list, if it becomes really so huge. You need to walk through every node and search for the node that you require. So to reach head, for example, or reach tail, and because from the head, if you have already linked, you would be knowing that the tail is the previous to the head. And if you reach at the end of the node, end of the list, of course, you would be able to immediately jump to the head. You would be able to do that. This is more efficient than the doubly linked list, normal doubly linked list. And it has many uses. Sometimes like showing image galleries. People use it on in web applications. It's circular. You go to the last image, and if you press next, the first image is started to show up. And that is just one common example of using circular linked list. I hope you did understand. We are going to see an example of it. The part that we are going to modify in the doubly linked list would be the one where we will start to point head to the tail and tail to the head. So it becomes circular.